Welcome to this week's edition of The Lead. I'm Ophelia Jacobson. Let's get started. Americans continue to search for ways to adapt to the current environment created by social, political, and medical unrest. This week, we're taking a look at how the younger generation deals with varying scenarios. Raising children during the coronavirus pandemic can present some challenges. And with the increase in media viewership in households across the country, many have taken extra precautions to monitor screen time. One of our platform journalists reached out to local parents and professionals for their take on how parenting has changed in 2020. For more information, head to wuft.org. While many sports were put on hold during the pandemic, some teams are now starting to get back into the swing of things. The Lede's Elizabeth Velasquez tells us how youth travel baseball is returning to the field under specific guidelines for social distancing.
The coronavirus pandemic put the youth travel baseball season on hold. Now, baseball is back under certain restrictions. The Next Level Prospects 13U is one of many youth travel baseball teams that return to the field to play in the USSSA North Florida Summer Kickoff Tournament after 3 months of no action on the diamond. Players are excited to be back on the field despite the no contact, no handshake policy.
It's just not enough sportsmanship because handshaking at the game, handshaking was to show good job to be team. I think the wave is kind of different.
Coolers are prohibited. Spectators must maintain a 6 feet distance, although families are allowed to sit together.
They're doing a good job of keeping families somewhat separate and not allowing the kids to shake hands after games.
The coronavirus pandemic may place limits on the way baseball is played, but players, parents, and coaches are excited to take part in this new journey of playing baseball, even if it means social distancing. In Lake City, for The Lead, I am Elizabeth Velasquez.
Now we turn to more coverage of the Black Lives Matter movement and how the next generation is already getting involved. The Lead's Samantha Narson had the opportunity to talk with a 13-year-old girl who organized a protest in her local community.
A 13-year-old girl used her voice and actions to form peaceful protests throughout Miami Beach in support of the Black Lives Matter movement.
Police brutality just needs to stop. It's not right. And especially for little kids, specifically Black kids, they don't have to be afraid because I'm here and we have a bunch of other people that are here for them.
Egyptia Green created a flyer, sent it to friends, and posted it on her social media.
It was crazy. It went from a couple of people to a whole group of people.
Miami Beach Commissioner Michael Gongora attended the protest. He says the response has been mostly positive.
It was basically a peace march up Ocean Drive from 5th to 15th, holding signs and basically letting people know that we do not tolerate inequality in Miami Beach. We're a city that is loving and kind and accepting of all people.
Egyptia organized about 20 people in her first march. Her most recent protest included around 100 participants. For The Lead, I'm Samantha Narson. Back to you, Ophelia.
Across the nation, the youth population is using its voice to make a difference, and this next story is no exception. A little boy is now one step closer to achieving his dream.
What I want to become when I grow up is a rapper.
A photo of 11-year-old aspiring rapper Ray 3's makeshift recording studio went viral on Twitter and caught the attention of the music industry. Artist Kenny Beats and Beats by Dre were so impressed, they sent the aspiring young rapper new recording equipment. Ray 3 recently posted his latest song, Different, on YouTube using the new equipment.
I'm 11 years old. 3-7, when it gonna grow?
Ray 3 now has 17,000 subscribers. And now turning it over to TV, he's young, he's single, and the new Bachelor is ready to mingle. The Bachelor franchise selected Matt James as the new man with the roses in hand. He happens to be the first Black male lead in the history of the franchise. He was promoted from a contestant on The Bachelorette to the lead after an online petition called for more representation on the show. The franchise has been criticized for its lack of diversity. There has been one other person of color lead in the show's 40 seasons. James's season airs next year. That's it for this week's episode of The Lead. I'm Ophelia Jacobson. Thanks for watching.